It's another edition of Magic Pod Squad, and this podcast is presented to you by the all-new Seltos SUV from Kia, official vehicle of the Orlando Magic. Give it everything. Oh, it has been way too long, my friend. We finally get to see Jonathan Isaac. It's been over a month, almost a month and a half since our last game. How you doing? You're looking good.
I'm doing good. I was just thinking when you guys were saying Pod Squad, you guys need like a little like music in the back, like Pod Squad.
Yes.
Pod Squad. But no, I'm good. I've been chilling. I've been just hanging in there doing my rehab, helping out with the community initiative and all that. So everything's been great.
And now you're a producer, so we can get a soundtrack now too, because we have zero. We put zero work into this from a music standpoint.
West to make a track for Pod Squad.
That's right.
We need that. Well, I had somebody send us an intro yesterday, Dante. I had somebody. It was my friend Henry sent me this intro. He goes, "You guys need to put this on the Pod Squad." And now with JI's track, if we could mirror the two together. I think we have something. We'll have to get Dewberry on that. Like he has nothing else to do, right? He has nothing else to do.
J.I., are you missing the barber like we are? I love what you got. Look at what you got going on there.
I'm getting a little beard on the side. Everything is growing. I need a cut, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the beard. So I'm gonna ride it out and see what it looks like once it's said and done.
If I could get my hair that tall by the time this is over, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be all right. Well, J.I., you touched on it right away. We were gonna lead into it at some point. You're active. You're so active in the community. Talk about what you have going on with Jump Ministries and how it's going so far, and where you see it going from here.
Man, it has been so amazing. It's been so fun. I haven't been so much on the ground. I've been kind of just the face behind it, trying to push it, but. You know, what they're doing is nothing short of just commendable, and it's so awesome. So Project Life and Jump Ministries Global Church have partnered with each other, and they have turned the church into a feeding center where kids 18 and under can come and pick up food Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. And then on top of that, they're busing food to a lot of the extended stay hotels and just the poorer areas of Orlando, and making sure kids and families are getting fed. And they're also, on top of all that, every Friday they've been passing out boxes of non-perishables that should last a family about a week. So they've been doing a whole bunch. I've been just, blessed to watch and try my best to help get the word out. But everything has been great. Everybody's been pushing it. The Magic have done a great job. Joel has been hitting me up all the time, asking me to do things to help push it. So, man, I'm grateful. And I just want to keep it going, man. Continue to help the community.
Yeah, we've been pushing it too, J.I., and let everybody know how they can get involved, because I know, maybe not, they can't get down there and prepare meals, but they can donate, right? They can donate.
You can head to projectlifenow.org to donate. That way, I've been going to the store pretty much every weekend and getting busloads of snacks and stuff like that for the kids, and just dropping it off at the church for them to continue to pass it out. So that's one way. If you're comfortable with going to the store and dropping off stuff to Ministries Global Church, but the most way with everybody being home is to get online and donate. And I got a question the other day from a reporter, and they were saying like, should more people be doing this? And my answer wasn't like, oh yeah, more people should be. I said not necessarily. Everybody plays a part. So if you really can't be out there on the front lines. I don't necessarily want to be out there, right? They're doing it because this is what they want to do. What can we do to help make sure that it continues to happen? So that's donating, that's dropping off supplies, and everybody playing their role in making sure that, everybody in the community gets through this together.
And that's a good point. Everybody can find their niche and their way to help make a difference. The DeVos family right away gave $2.5 million to help with the arena workers and such that weren't going to get. Talk about the DeVos family just as a whole, and just what it means to have an ownership like them.
Yeah, well, first off, everybody, just not that Project Life and Jump Ministries is the only people in Orlando that are going out of their way to make sure that everybody gets through this thing together. So, so many different things, different guys on the team doing stuff.
Yeah,
right. AG donating to OCPS, and just amazing, right? Amazing what everybody's doing, and huge shout out to the DeVos family. And not every organization is doing that or has stepped up to do that. So that just speaks volume about the organization that we have and how it's run, and just amazing people. We share a belief system with them when it comes to Christianity, and they're just dope. And for them to step up and do that is huge. I love it. I love playing for Orlando, and yeah.
How much does your time like this, basketball becomes secondary, right? You're looking at life, and it's a chance to put things in perspective. Some people are finding their faith. Some people are questioning their faith. For you, it's probably strengthening your faith. Just where are you at, and what kind of encouragement would you give somebody who's maybe going through a hard time right now and looking for answers?
That's such a huge question with everything that's going on right now. But like you said, like basketball hits the back burner. Everybody's worrying about being safe. Everybody's worrying about being healthy and protecting their families. Parents are dealing with so much. I think I saw something like 16.6 million people that are out of jobs, and it's only growing. So it's just unprecedented how crazy this coronavirus is and how it's just kind of flipped our world upside down. And there's a big thing about there's no peace, right? People are not at peace right now with what's going on. And a lot of times you talk about peace, right? Everybody likes the peace where it's just like the kind of tranquility piece, like get to the beach, get away from the storms of life and run to some peace that way. But a lot of times the peace that you really need is the peace that stands in the midst of a storm. And to have that peace, you got to have something that you're trusting in that's bigger than the storm that you're going through. So that's why, my faith is in Jesus, and I trust that, and I trust His word because I believe that He's bigger than the storms that are in my life. And it's not only just a belief thing. I believe that I've experienced it in my own life with storms that have hit me, and I've been able to stand in the midst of them with peace because I'm trusting in His word and trusting in who He says He is. So just finishing up Easter Sunday and everything like that. He's validated to us who He is, and in Him we can find peace and the ability to stand through the trials of life. So that's the encouragement I would say. I say everybody take it one day at a time. Everybody's at a different place, a journey in their life, in their faith, or no faith at all. But I would always tell somebody to visit that in terms of coronavirus has touched everything in our lives. It's touched our money. It's touched our jobs. It's touched our families. It's touched our health. So if your trust is in something temporary, your peace is gone because it has touched everything temporary. So Jesus said, take heart. And you'll be everybody will go through trials in this life, but if you trust in me, you can be at peace because I've overcome the world. And that's what I just try to find my peace in every day.
That's incredible. Well said, man. Yeah, you got a gift for that kind of thing. And
you talk to JI for like 6 minutes and you feel better, right? Like I just feel better. Like I just need 5 minutes. I can just get 5 minutes of JI in my life every day. I'm good. Like it's good.
We talked to Michael Carter Williams yesterday, and he just lit up thinking about you and the motivation that you provide the other guys on the team. I know there's a group chat, and sometimes you guys are, so how much do you appreciate that they kind of look to you for some advice and guidance and motivation too?
Man, I love our guys. Everybody is, there's a piece of it. Everybody's worried about, staying safe in their families. And, that's the thing that comes first, but we're still in a group chat with each other, checking up on each other. And just still playing jokes. Michael Carter Williams has been on TikTok, doing all his TikToks. He's hilarious. So no, it's been great. I miss him. I miss the arena. I miss you guys. I miss the coaching staff, just the entire organization. But trying our best to get through this. So these guys are missed, but we try our best to stay connected like this right here.
Yeah, this is great. Well, we appreciate you doing this. First and foremost, how is most importantly your family, your friends, your circle? As you mentioned a second ago, everybody's impacted by this in some way. But how is everybody doing on your end?
Yeah, I mean, thank God everybody's healthy. My dad is usually in New York, but he's here now. He was here before the coronavirus hit. So good. I'm grateful that he didn't have to go through everything that New York is going through. I still have some cousins in New York, but everybody's safe up there. I've been in contact with them, and we're just I go over to my mom's place every couple of days and check on them and make sure everybody's okay. Jeremiah's doing good. Everybody's good. I appreciate that.
Now, how is your rehab going, J.I.? Because obviously you were still rehabbing from your injury, and this puts a little twist on your rehab now, having to do it in your house.
Yeah, it's been going great. Still right, making progress and going in the right direction. It definitely messed it up a little bit with not being able to go to the arena, but they came and dropped off a bike, they dropped off weights and bands and everything. So they just pretty much send me what I have to do every morning, and I just knock it out. So still moving in the right direction. We're still able to get stuff done.
J.I., my mind went to, after you think about keeping everybody safe and what we have to do to get through the virus, when you start thinking about basketball, my mind went to, well, if it's delayed a couple weeks, a month, could that possibly coincide with J.I.'s rehab? Could there be a possibility? I know we have no idea when and if we're going to get back to basketball, but is that a possibility? You could be ready when the team resumes.
You hit it on the head. There's definitely a possibility, and I'm hoping for that possibility. My mindset is kind of, hey, listen, take it one day at a time. If it lines up, it lines up. I'm ready to go. But if it's not, then it just wasn't meant to be. So if it does, and I'm 110% ready to go. Body, mind, spirit, and ready to go. I'm good to go. So that's where I'm at.
How weird is it not really having access to a hoop? I know we've talked to a lot of guys, and nobody can shoot unless you have a hoop outside your house.
My Jeremiah has a hoop at my mom's place, and when I go over there, I shoot for a little bit with him. But that's pretty much all I can do.
It's weird, right? It's just bizarre.
It sucks. I just have a basketball here and just shooting it up in the air, but it's not the same.
No, it's certainly different, and hopefully we can get back to doing it here at some point. But what do you do to stay busy? How do you pass the time? Are you into Netflix, video games? What are you doing to keep busy?
A lot of everything. I've been video games, Netflixing up. I've been reading. I've been taking walks around Lake Eola. So just pretty much doing anything to pass the time. But it definitely it's weird. It's actually kind of soothing. To just kind of slow down and just have a chance to reflect over, what it is that you're doing and find different ways to grow. I actually learned how to take this is where I learned how to take links out of watches.
Really?
Some of my watches were too big. So I just did my second watch right before we did this, taking some links out and making it fit. So
nice. What other hobbies? What other things have you perfected?
You start on a cheap watch first before you get to the expensive ones?
No, I did. I went right for it.
You did.
I went right for it, and I did it. So I'm happy about that. Other hobbies, not so much. I play video games from time to time. Like I said, I read from time to time, watch movies, Netflix.
What's been the go-to on Netflix for you?
What did I just watch? I watched what movie was that? what was it? No, that wasn't Netflix. I watched Bloodshot with Van Diesel. I watched there's this Christian movie by about Jeremy Kemp's situation, like his with his first wife. I think it's I Still Believe. I saw that. I watched IP Man 4. I think I'm missing
no series or shows or anything like. You didn't get into this whole Tiger King craze, did you?
I started it and then I didn't finish. I started the first episode for like 10 minutes and I was like, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this.
Did you peace out because that is very scary that those people are out there?
No, I just thought it was a little weird. It didn't keep my attention. People say you got to watch it a little longer, but it just didn't spark my interest.
Yeah, it's not a little weird. It's a lot weird. It's a lot weird.
And I heard it only gets weirder, so I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yes.
Now, what about fans and people reaching out to you? I know you've been active on social, and we've seen you pop up in some forums like this. What has the feedback been from fans? I know everybody misses seeing you out there.
Yeah, it's been good. Everybody's just checking on my knee and asking the same question you guys are asking. What is it going to look like if I'm able to come back? And I just kind of try to give the same answer to everybody. Look, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But no, everybody's been great. Fans have been reaching out on social media and just being fun.
But it was different with us. With us, you guaranteed you'd be back, so that was nice. We appreciate it. What did you see, J.I., what did you see with the team? I know you guys had a big turnaround last year from the end of January, the way you finished the season, got back to the postseason, and then win that first playoff game. Seemed like this team had turned a corner after the All-Star break. Can you kind of give us some insight, maybe what changed, what you saw with those guys?
I think I wouldn't say exactly what changed. I think guys have just found their second wind. Guys are starting to compete better and just find different ways to exist and play well and score. So I definitely say that we've been playing better that last stretch after the All-Star break. And it sucks that coronavirus happened at this time because you wanted to keep that momentum. But I think we'll be fine when it comes back, or if it does come back, and continue to move in the right direction. But guys have been playing great. AG's been playing great. C-Dub and DJ and all those guys, Kale. So really good, really, really good.
Hey, J.I., when you're on the sideline and you have an injury like you have where you're out for an extended period of time, what does Cliff and the coaching staff have you do to not only stay engaged, but maybe to have your input in on the team, maybe things that you're seeing from the player side, but not on the court?
Yeah, so I'm like a little scout. I'm like a little sideline scout. After every game, I get my sheet, and it has matchups. It has things I thought we did well on offense, things that I think we didn't do so well on offense, defense, same thing. And so I just try to pay attention. I rewatch every game that I'm on the bench the night of, and try to pick apart Coach Cliff. Why the heck are you running that play? That's a terrible play, or something like that. Try to get the little jabs at him, or every now and then. Now that I wasn't playing. So yeah, but it's been fun. It's definitely been cool to see the game from a different perspective. I remember sitting watching one game, and I'm like, man, like watching the game live, I'm thinking, okay, that's the reason why we lost. But once you go back to the film, I'm like, no, this is the reason why we lost. We didn't, execute in that area, and it definitely helps me, especially when I'm looking forward to coming back.
Now, that'll help you though when you come back, right? Just things that you're picking up along the way.
Absolutely.
Right.
What have you noticed from maybe the rationale with coach calling plays, or the way guys come together, the execution? What have you noticed about some of that, and kind of how that's all come together now that you're a scout?
I've noticed that we got a good coach. We got a really good coach in Coach Cliff, and a lot of times you can give them, just with the naked eye, you can say, okay, he didn't do this right, or this rotation, or this and that, and then you watch and say, okay, I understand why he did that. Or once he explains it to you, you see it. So I say watching the film and rewatching it afterwards, I would say that definitely, like, okay, we got a good coach on our hands who's helping us to play into the best situation possible, or kind of into our best hands.
It was interesting. George was going to be busy when the season ended, because he was going to be pumping you hard for Defensive Player of the Year, right? So that was going to be a huge thing. And I know you were going to get votes there. And he was going to be pumping Markelle for Most Improved. Yeah. And what have you seen, the transformation from the time you met Markelle about a year ago till now, the kind of guy and player he's become?
Yeah, absolutely huge. I always tell the story when we were in high school and we went to the Hoop Summit. He was the best guy there, and I didn't know much about him. I had interacted with him a couple of times beforehand, and only a little bit at the Hoop Summit. But I was just like, man, this guy can play. He had great feel for the game, super smooth, super skilled. And then what happened with the shoulder? That guy is still there, and he knows that. And so he's continuing to work every single day to get better and better. He's only going to get better and better. So I'm happy that I'm on the same team as him, and looking forward to his career and how he continues to blossom.
Yeah, we're happy you're both on our team too, for sure. Earlier last week, we caught up with Tracy McGrady, and we talked to him for a little bit. And I know you got the opportunity to do some stuff with him during training camp and get to pick his brain a little bit. What did he tell you in camp? Maybe something you didn't know before the season started.
Something that he said.
Or a move that
I would say just the consistency piece. Like, he tirelessly worked on his moves and worked on the things that he became so good at, and now it's like second nature to him, and he cannot play basketball right professionally for so long and get right back to it when he's working out with me, and just how ingrained those moves are to him. So definitely just the repetition and the consistency.
It's interesting. He mentioned somewhere along the way when he was talking with us in his career, someone helped him with his footwork. And he thought he had it all figured out. He was a great athlete, this and that. But it was something I would not have known. He mentions how critical footwork is to an NBA athlete. Have you seen that? Do you focus on your footwork? Where are you on that as well?
I would say absolutely. And having that time spent with him and definitely talking about footwork and him helping me with my footwork on different moves was huge. So it'll be like, hopefully it'll be like that for my career. Like, look, Tracy McGrady talked to me about footwork, and then it blossomed into greatness. So, yeah.
I'm all aboard with that. Hey, yeah. So we got in a couple of days coming out, we've got this documentary on Michael Jordan, which I'm sure you've been following. And
looking forward to it.
What do you anticipate? It sounds something like 10,000 hours of footage that they've poured through to put this together. When you think of Michael Jordan, what do you think of, and how excited are you to see all this?
I saw some tweet talking about how people are going to think he's not really a good dude. And so that kind of has my interest in just terms of what he means by that.
Yep.
And, I know he's just a competitor and an extremely serious and relentless, performer. So I'm looking forward to just seeing his mindset and the way he attacked his day and worked hard, kind of like, much like Kobe and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to just seeing that piece, and also just seeing the other parts of him that aren't basketball related.
Yeah. All right, Jay, we're asking a lot of the guys, since everybody's in quarantine and we're all quarantined with our families, this, that, and the other. If you had to be quarantined with 3 of your teammates, You can only pick 3 of your teammates to be quarantined with. Who would it be?
3 of my teammates, I would pick DJ. I would pick DJ, Michael Carter Williams, and AG.
Oh,
that's a good trio. Everybody's picking DJ. DJ is the common thread with everybody. Why is that?
DJ's hilarious. He's always cracking jokes. Yeah, he's just a clown. So he's fun to quarantine with him.
But you've got 3 different areas there. You've got they all bring something different to the table with those 3 that you mentioned.
Oh, what each one bring? AG's just a cool dude. He's cool, chill. You know, he has his funny moments too. He's just not so much as DJ. And same thing. And CW, you see with the TikToks, he's hilarious and just at a different frequency as thing. But him and DJ mesh well together. What's
been your favorite TikTok of MCW's?
Absolutely the Jerome one from Orange.
Was that great?
Oh, who was in the house?
That was outstanding. He
started just by sending it to you guys. He was sending it to family, but then he sent it to you guys. So you got to fill us in on the feedback when you guys were giving him when he started making these.
Guys loved it. Guys, he sent us the first couple ones he sent us was him just voicing over some rap battles. And we loved it. So everybody was laughing in the group chat, and then he went to the Jerome one, and then that was the killer.
That brought the house down, the Jerome.
Yep.
How about you? Can we see you on TikTok? Is that your deal?
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Who knows? This quarantine has been a while. You know, you don't want to say what you'll never do. It might just call for it. But right now, no.
All right. Good. I know I'm pretty close to painting a volleyball and talking to it.
There you go. See, make you do stuff you never thought you'd do. So
do whatever we can do. All right, we got another game. So I don't know how active you are on Instagram. I know you post and I see your messages, but I don't know how much you check your teammates' Instagram. So we've got some pictures here. You got to tell us which of your teammates' Instagram account this came from. But here's the first one. Who's this?
Evan.
There's not one guy that has missed Evan Fournier why is it? Is it because of the store?
It's closed.
It's the clothes. That's clothes. Everybody says.
Yeah, but the clothes, it was a women's store. But I guess still people know. What do you got here?
SAG.
Good.
That is Aaron Gordon. That one's been tough for guys. Some guys thought it was Terrence. How about this one?
What do you got here?
Ooh, I see the cap on backwards. That's MCW.
That's a good call. That's MCW. Absolutely. You're 3 for 3. All right, give him one. Let's give him one more. How about this one?
That's me.
Now, what happened here? Can we talk about what was discussed here?
Yeah.
Is this after he made the game winner against us?
Yeah. So he's just like, "Hey, good job, good game, young fella. Keep working." I'm like, "Man, get out my face."
I don't want to hear that right now. Yeah, you're exactly right.
That was the game where he hit the shot close to the end of the game, right? To beat us. Yeah, he had a lot of points that night. He had a lot of points.
All right. Now, take a look at these jerseys now, J.I. This has been very enlightening for us. These are all the jerseys in Magic history. If you can only pick 3, all right. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the numbers on it, but give us the 3 jerseys you would roll with here.
Only pick 3. Okay, you got to go with a black, a white, and a blue. So I'm going to go with number 1.
Okay. Very popular.
A white one. I'm going to go with 7.
Okay. So the current ones that we have now.
Yeah.
And then the most people might not pick this, but I'm going to pick 10. City.
Mike picked that yesterday. You were the second one. You like that?
1, 7, and 10.
The Space City shirt. All right, I like that one. That's a good call. All right, what else do we have for J.I.? Okay,
all right, J.I., I got to know. This has been interesting too. Discovery. What snack have you found yourself diving into that you would not have ordinarily done? We've heard all kinds of answers, but what snack can you not put down?
Chips Ahoy cookies and milk. I've been having that every night when I just chill out and watch a movie. It's Chips Ahoy cookies and milk.
How are we going through a whole sleeve of those at a time?
I'd rather not say.
Zach's not listening, or Nathan. Nobody's listening.
Zach has eyes and ears everywhere.
See, George, you and J.I. have a lot in common with that.
We do. We like cookies. We both like cookies.
Chips Ahoy cookies.
Likes cookies too.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Well, listen, I think the last thing, and we'll let you go. We appreciate the time as always. And what would you say to Magic fans? I know they're missing seeing you out there, and hopefully, we know we're going to be back at some point. We don't know if we'll get to finish the season or not, but eventually you're going to be back out there and doing what you love. I know you miss playing, and I know you miss interacting with fans.
Yeah, I mean, fans, I would say, look, basketball is fantastic. Not necessarily the most important thing right now. So I'm sure they're super concerned about their family. So continue to be. Cherish the time with your kids, with your loved ones, with yourself if you're by yourself like me. So just, I don't know, find a way to find some silver lining in it. Find a way to stay encouraged every day. Find a way to make yourself better in this time. And Magic Basketball will be back and better in no time.
That's right.
We appreciate it. Well said. Thanks for the time, J.I., and look forward to seeing you soon, man.
Thank you, fellas.